Welcome back, everybody. It's the coolest show. Hectic 99 live on SABC2. Now, if you just joined us, where have you been? Before the commercial break, we spoke about the importance of conserving marine life, and Chef Randall taught us how to make a fish dish, which later on we are tasting it. I'm so excited. I learned how to make that batter. But now, guys, we're joined by Digital Sangoma back in the H&N headquarters. Welcome back with Bamujani.
Thank you.
So now the last time you were here,
Whereas the evolution, you know, so because the sound has changed and I've grown, and the more I grow, I go back. So I literally went back home in terms of the sound. So it made sense, and obviously, you know, being producing for nearly a decade now, so the sound evolves, you know, and then so now, the more I produce, I incorporated more of the elements of traditional sounds that I grew up with, like Kumguya, you know, when a boy is going up the mountain, all the celebrations, or the chantings, or the movement.
Yes.
So
I know what you're talking about.
Exactly, you know this.
So now I'm challenging. It's World Ocean Day. Now we're focusing on the animals. When which animal would best describe you, like a sea animal?
Hey, you got me there.
Like an octopus, a shark, a dolphin.
I wouldn't say an octopus. I wouldn't say a shark.
A snail.
Maybe a snail. Let's just keep it there. Let's just say that.
Now, you recently performed at the Cape Town Electronic Music Festival.
Yes, I did.
Tell me, how did they receive you as Digital Sangoma?
It was, the reception was overwhelming. It exceeded my expectation, you know, because I hadn't expected that. And I had 45 minutes of original stuff, and that was actually a way of what you call it, introducing the sound to the people, the Digital Sangoma. So, and I got a very great welcoming, you know, and after that, as a result, I got an invitation to go and do an EP at the Red Bull Studios Cape Town.
And you have a new EP? Tell us about that. It's a 3-track EP?
Yeah, it's a Village at Heart EP, because a lot of people wanted a sound that they can identify me with as the Digital Sangoma. So it has a lot to do with the music, the surroundings, the influence of growing up in the village as a young boy, you know. And obviously you have these traditional ceremonies that will happen every now and then, like maybe once a week, once a month. And
that explains the attire and what you have in your hand.
You know this.
You know, I relate to that. My mom is a Sangoma.
Is it?
Yes.
So ukupha abathakathi.
Abathakathi, I like to impepha ebusuku.
Yeah, you know this. So I gotta carry these wherever I go, because you know they're all over the place.
Who's targeting you? No, don't say that. But now let's just talk about your brand new single that you came here to talk about, When We Were Young.
Yes. You know what? It tells a story of a naive young boy, and I think a lot of us can relate to that, because you know, growing up, like I said, back at home, you have your long-distance aunt or your grandmother coming over to spend the weekend, and there's your cousin from a different village that all come together, and then we'll be told these stories, you know, and with that we grow, and there's wisdom, there's a lot of hope, you know. So even though it's a story that you've had so many times, but that experience under the sky, there's a lot. I can't really express it. You know what? You know
go to Guys, Digital Sangoma will be performing When We're Young, but later on in the show.
Hectic.